Hi, my 4V friends. Happy asynchronous day. Now, this week we are going to be learning about RAS Kids. We'll be trying out more phonics fun on the computer, but don't worry. I know you're freaking out. We still have our 2 pages that we'll be doing today and tomorrow, and we have our handwriting pages that we'll be working on this week. Now, it's pretty exciting that it's the end of our math packets, but we still have a little bit to go with our alphabet and a bit longer way to go with our handwriting. Eventually, you'll be done these as well, and we'll focus more on things like Typing Tuesday and our phonics snap words, but for now, let's keep moving on with these 2, booklet and packet. Well, let's get started. So, my friends, we are very far into the alphabet. We're very close to the end. Today's letters are S and T. Do you have an S in your name? Well, I really do think a lot of us do. We have Samik and Savannah and Sri. You know, Ishan has a last name, has an S in his name. Sri's whole last name is an S. Oh, Sri has so many S's in his name. Savannah has a last name with an S. Sheesh Louise. S is very popular in our class. So you need to make sure you know how to write it. S is for snake today. And if I were you, I would snake my marker over that letter or ask an adult for help. That way you know exactly how it's written and how it's formed. You can always trace what your pet grown-up wrote, starting at the top and doing a backwards curve, forwards curve, and loop up at the top. Excuse me, I realized I was covering that. So it's a backwards curve, forward curve, and a loop up at the top. It's as if you were writing the number 8, but you were only doing half of it. If you kind of can look at it like that. The lowercase s looks exactly like its mama, and it comes below that midline. Make sure that it hits the top and hits the bottom, because you can see here Miss Remitz made a mistake, and now she has a floating letter. We can't have that. That's why you get a couple tries to practice writing the letter. Thank goodness we have enough room. Miss Remitz needs to practice her S's, it seems. I have no S's in my name. Maybe that's why. Today you have 1, 2, 3 words that you need to find that begin with the letter S, as in snake. You have train, seal, star, turtle, sun, and tree. If that starts with an S, cut it out and paste it down. If it doesn't, throw it away. I don't need it. Let's look at a T now. At A-T. Yes, here. My turtle should have a cup of tea and a nice little plate. There you go, turtle. Enjoy your tea. I love seeing what you draw and color these pictures as. It's awesome, my friends. Make sure you get that pet grown up once again to trace over with their black or dark marker the letters T so you know exactly how they look. I like to trace them. It's that top line first for our uppercase, and a line going down. Just like the capital J and the capital I, this line going down is in the middle of that word. If it's a capital F, it starts off to the side, so be careful, all right? Lowercase t is a line down and little arms going across. So we have uppercase line going down the middle, lowercase line going down with a little line across, little kind of like arms, like a scarecrow. Today you have 1, 2, 3, 10. You tend to have 3. It's mostly 3. The later on in the alphabet, it might have to get a little less, so maybe 1 word or 2 words. And that's because there might not be many words you know that start with that letter. Anyways, you have 3 words that begin with T today. Train, snake, tiger, star, sun, and tree. Did you find them just by listening? A T has the T sound or the ch sound here. So I want you to find which word goes where. Today's letters are S and T, and I wish you the best of luck filling in your packet with them. Let's look at our handwriting packet now. Woohoo! Okay, all joking aside, let's look at our handwriting packet. So we've been practicing writing the lowercase and uppercase letters for a lot of these words in the alphabet so far. The next ones that we're going to be working on is the vowel, lowercase and uppercase U. Here, I'll show you what the uppercase looks like. It's very similar. It's surprising. Look at that. It's practically just a bigger version of it. And we'll also be doing S. which isn't that perfect because today's letter of the day was S. Awesome. So for our handwriting packet, make sure you practice tracing first so you know exactly how your letter's supposed to be formed. Lowercase u is a smiley face starting from left to right, and it doesn't go above that middle line. It also has that little leg sticking out there, so make sure you have that little curve going out. Some people like to do the U and then draw the line down. Some people have their little U and then starting from the top, they curve out. Whichever is easier for you, as long as your U doesn't look like this. Because what does that look like? A W, and we can't have that. Do any of you have a U in your name? Let's see. Nuri does. Phew, I knew somebody did. Sheesh Louise. So if you're Nuri, make sure you circle that lowercase u. When you're writing your name, you can do it at the bottom. Make sure you're not writing your name on the uppercase pages because it's so hard to do that right there. I like practicing writing my name and then I circle the letter of the day. I don't have a U or an S in my name. Uppercase U is starting from the top and ending at the top. It's kind of like a skateboarding ramp, isn't it? Where you start at the top, go down and shoot back up. Start at the top, go down and shoot back up. But it's not diagonal because that would make an uppercase V. Yes, and we cannot have that. I won't stand for it. Looking at the lowercase s, you already know how to write this letter, so this should be pretty easy for you. But make sure just because you know how to write this letter already, you're not zooming through like this. No way, Jose. I want you practicing tracing because you're still working on how your letter should look, right? We're still working on keeping our hands steady, clean, and slow. Once you're older or you've been practicing this for longer, look, you can see that I'm still clean and steady, but I can go a little quicker. That takes practice. It will not happen overnight. And you can write your name once more, circling the letter if it's in your name. Uppercase S is probably way easier now that you've practiced it several times. It's just a bigger version of that lowercase letter. Starting from the top, backwards curve. So it's like a floating C and a lower backwards, or I should say forwards, curve. So backwards curve, forward curve, backwards curve, forward curve. And you can trace and write it all on your own. Make sure you leave space. That way you're not writing it a million times. My friends, enjoy working on your packets. You are so close to finishing pretty much both of them. You're actually way further in the handwriting packet than I thought you were. Keep up with Epic, and I will try and assign you some Halloween books, so I hope you enjoy that. We're also going to be learning about Raz Kids today and tomorrow, so make sure you practice that, doing the placement test just like I did, or well, in this case, Smokey did, but I just pretended to be him, right? Make sure you keep up with that too. That way, when we do reading and writing in class, you'll be the stronger student, okay? My friends, I will see you this afternoon. Bye.